Monster Energy Supercross 26, what would be the official Supercross game from Milestone. We're used to getting this game mostly every year, not every year, but mostly every year, and I've had a bunch of you guys ask me the question, what do I know about whether or not we will get another Supercross game? And instead of trying to give the exact same response to every comment, I felt like it would be better to just do a video and address all those same questions. So I did some research of what we know, what we don't know, what's out there, what's speculation, and there really isn't too much. I mean, there really isn't. I even asked ChatGPT to help me do some research, and it didn't bring up much. It didn't bring up very much that was helpful whatsoever, but what do we know, what don't we know? I'm going to kind of mix them together here. So we do know Milestone typically makes a Monster Energy Supercross official replica video game, the official game. There has been no mention, no word officially from Milestone. Some years we get the game, an announcement of the game early. You know, we got the announcement of Supercross 25 during the playoff races, I believe, last year, right? Last year in 2024. We had Supercross 4. I think I was able to play that game in like October or September. So it isn't uncommon for Milestone to announce a new game the year before it actually comes out. So the end of the year, the end of the year before it would release. But it isn't uncommon also for them not to do much, not to say much. If it's going to be a game, and that wouldn't be a good sign, if it's going to be a game that's very similar to what Supercross 2025 was, or similar games to, or games similar to other games in the past, Milestone a lot of times doesn't say too much, and then it just kind of comes out. There might be a little bit of hype, in January before it officially releases, or the end of January, but usually there isn't too much hype at the end of the year before it would come out. So it's hard to say. If you go off that information, it's really hard to say whether or not we know if we'll be getting a new game. So you could say we might not. Now, one thing that is a little bit concerning if you want a new Supercross game is that Milestone has been very active in advertising their two other games, with the Screamer car game, which I believe is coming back. It was a older game and they're bringing it back or whatever, and Ride 6. Ride 6 is coming out again. The biggest concern I would have if you want a new Supercross game is that Ride 6 is releasing February 12, I believe. And that would be around the time we get typically a new Supercross game. Sometimes it's in February, sometimes March, sometimes April. The way they do the game, or did Supercross 25, it came out a bit later because just they gave us a current tracks, right? So it was a bit different. They based them off the track map. So there were some differences in real life, but it still is around the time we would get Supercross. So it does concern me that since Ride 6 is coming out, probably no Supercross game. That would be my biggest deciding factor in whether or not I personally believe we will get one or not. Now, the other big deciding factor is typically around this time, sometimes a bit later, there's a vlog from a pro rider. Usually it's been Christian Craig, but they go in to have photos taken, be scanned, or whatever, and in the vlog, somebody usually says something about Milestone, and I have not seen anything about it. I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't seen any of you guys. A lot of times you guys will see the video and then come over to the comments on my channel and say so-and-so, usually again it's been Christian Craig, has a video out where he's being scanned in the game, or photos taken for the game. So I haven't seen any of that. I do watch Christian Craig vlog videos. I do watch other pro rider vlog videos, and I haven't seen any announcement or any leak of information about it. Now, it could still happen. I don't know exactly when pro riders when they do those, the scanning and the photo stuff. I don't know when that really happens, but I haven't seen it yet. So maybe it's too early. I don't know. But again, I haven't seen anything just yet. So that kind of makes me believe maybe it's not happening. Again, maybe it hasn't happened yet, and it could still happen. This is just the information we know. Then I did some researching on Reddit and forums in the Vital MX forums. A lot of times there's a decent thread for motocross video games and information gets brought up there, but very little. There was virtually, well, I'm going to say there was really no information at all regarding a possible new Supercross game. Nothing credible, nothing that gave reference to anything. There was a couple that had some opinions, but really no credible information. And like I said, I even had ChatGPT help me do some of this research, and it said the same thing. No credible information, nothing from Milestone, nothing from pro riders, very little in the way of, speculation from fans of the game and whatever. So if you were to ask me, I would say the chances of a new Supercross game coming out are pretty low. Pretty slim to none. It doesn't mean they won't, and if they do, I have a feeling it would be very copy and paste of Supercross 25. So I don't believe we will get one, and if we do, it probably will not be much different. What I want them to do is take a year, take 2 years if you must, and make a better game. I do believe there was some good to take away from Supercross 25, but there was a huge amount of hate for this game. It has gotten better, the game overall. Milestone was committed to post-launch support to improving the game. They even improved the whips, improved the camera, the rider model, the tracks. I mean, they did a bunch. So I applaud Milestone for efforts in trying to make the game better, but there was just this huge hate train for this game. And it wasn't completely, it was somewhat deserved. I mean, maybe not all of it, but there was some, I'm not going to say hate, but there was definitely criticism. There was some criticism that was deserved, for sure, right? There definitely was. It is not a perfect game. It is not the best Supercross game. And so Milestone needs to improve it. They need to make it better. So if they have to take a year or two and put some time and money into the game, if they want to make money, they got to spend money. They have to. It's got to be better. It has to be different, improved in every area, even the track editor. I feel like the track editor has been neglected. It has not improved. It just keeps going backwards, in my opinion. But the most important part are the tracks and the physics. The physics have to be better. And in my opinion, the push the sticks together, pull them apart whip is gone. They need to improve the in-air whip physics still. But the push the sticks together, pull them apart is still in the game with the corners. That has got to go. Milestone, please. It has to go. It has to go. Get rid of it. It needs to go. Some people enjoy it. This is my opinion. It needs to go. So if they have to take a year or two off to do it, so be it. Hopefully they come back with something really, really well done. Now, do I believe we will see the tracks? Yes, I do believe we may see the official 2026 tracks because Rainbow Studios has been doing it in 2024 and 2025. So it's the first time we ever saw an official Supercross game and replica tracks come out in the same year for both games for the same season. We saw 2017 replicas in Rainbow Studios Supercross Encore, and then we saw those same tracks a year later, but they didn't come out during the same year. So I wouldn't be surprised if Rainbow Studios does do the official 2026 tracks, and I really hope they do, because we haven't heard any word on Rainbow Studios working on a new game. So I would assume they're going to continue to support Legends and bring content in a Season 5. Would it be Season 5? In a Season 5 for their 4th year being released, right? So I kind of expect to see that, but I don't believe Milestone is done with Supercross like they did with MXGP, where they just chose not to, pick up the licensing. I don't believe they're done with Supercross, but I think they're for sure going to take this year off and hopefully come back with some major changes to the game next year or even 2 years from now. Now, I would be surprised if it was 2 years, but I could see them taking a year off because between Supercross 6 and Supercross 25, they did take that year off. And it seems that Milestone has quite a bit on their plate right now for the beginning of the year. I don't know when Screamer releases that car racing game, but we know Ride is coming out at the beginning of 2026. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Have you heard anything? Have you seen a video of a pro rider? I mean, I don't even think, maybe they haven't even done the taking the photos and the scanning when it would happen. It might be too early, but have you heard anything? I don't know, but from what I've been able to research and look into, I don't see, and I haven't seen anything suggesting we will be getting a new Supercross game. So that's all I know. Wanted to do the video because there was enough people asking about it. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for the support on the channel lately. Really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.